This is investigation 5.2, and we're thinking about how salinity affects the movement of water. So when we do this, we're going to be testing what impacts the salinity or saltiness has on the density of water or its compactness, and what that does for where the water is able to move. You should have completed an if then because statement, a hypothesis about what you think will happen with the movement of water. And now we're ready to look at our different materials and execute the lab. So the first thing I did is I gathered up these items and prepared them. So we have the beakers, and they are filled with A is clear tap water, B is blue tap water, C is green very salty water, and D is clear very salty water. The tubes that you see in front of the beakers are called pipettes. So I'll use the pipettes to mix the water together. So the first thing that I did is I'm going to take liquid D, clear, very salty water, and I'm going to add some liquid to it. So I'm going to take the pipette with the liquid B, blue tap water in it, and I'm going to insert the pipette into that liquid, and then I'm going to gently squeeze along the inner wall of the beaker. So I don't want to disturb the water inside the beaker by being rough. But when you use a pipette, you squeeze the tube on top, insert it into the liquid that you're getting, release, and it fills. And then when I add it into the other beaker, what it means to do it carefully is I'm just going to let it go down the side of the beaker like this. And I'm going to repeat that step 2 to 3 times. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to carry out a similar procedure, taking liquid A, the clear tap water, and adding some green, very salty water to it. So I will fill a new pipette with the green, very salty water, and I will put it into beaker A. And I will repeat that step 2 to 3 times. To be a fair test, I did it 3 times into beaker D, so I'm going to do it 3 times into beaker A. Now, beaker D has started to show us what it's doing when the water is put together. So we can clearly see distinct differences in the water B, clear tap water, and its inability to mix with D, the clear, very salty water. Here is beaker A, and it is starting to settle as well, and we can very clearly see that it is also not able to mix. The green, very salty water is in a specific location that's very different from what was the clear tap water in the beaker originally.